Today, guys, we're going to be building a fully feed-themed loadout. Now, you may remember not too long ago, we did a full marble feed-themed loadout. Same idea as that, but going down the feed route. I'll explain a bit more about the sort of theme that we're going for once we start going through the loadout. But just a reminder that we are running a giveaway this month for a knife. It's a Bowie knife Crimson Web in field test it. To have a chance of entering this and winning it, all you have to do is make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then leave a comment down below of your favorite skin specifically from this field loadout. Good luck to those entering, and let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. If you're looking for the best place to buy and sell your Counter-Strike skins, then check out today's sponsor, Skinport. Skinport offers a fast, smooth, easy, and secure experience for buying and selling skins, and it's much cheaper when compared to buying on the Steam market. Let's take a budget combo, for example. On Skinport, you can get this for under £240, but on the Steam market, it would cost you about £310. That's a £70 saving that you could use towards other skins for your loadout. So whether you're looking for budget skins, building your first full loadout, or an experienced collector with no buying fees and a 4.9 out of 5 rating on Trustpilot, Skinport has everything you need and more. Check out the link in the description, and thanks to Skinport for sponsoring today's video. Alright, today I've decided to go on to the old school siege map to inspect these skins. I'm not sure if the lighting is going to be perfect, but I think this will be cool. Because this is the map that pretty much used to be always used by everyone for this kind of thing. And you can see the combo that I'm going with already. My god, this combo is hot as hell. This is Specialist Gloves Fade, $1,000 for minimal wear. We've gone minimal wear here because I want clean gloves. These look incredibly clean. It's super cool. And I've gone for a skeleton knife fade in Factory New, $1,400. Now, obviously, the skeleton knife has that really cool animation. It's a shame that it gets that basic draw animation most of the time, but the inspect is super cool, and it's mostly how that blade looks. It looks so damn good on the fade condition. So yeah, we're going to spend, I didn't set a budget, right? But I'm not going to go crazy on the budget. So we've got 2,400 on the knife and glove combo, and we're going to pick up some really nice skins around that. What I'm going to do is, there's some obvious ones that will come through, like the fade collection, and then the rest of it is trying to get like this purple, pink, yellowy sort of skins that would fit into what you get with the fade. Now, I needed some agent skins. I decided to go for Blueberry's Buckshot as the CT agent. In hindsight, I'm not 100% sure if this was like the perfect play, but I like the sleeves, and it's blue into the sort of blue. I think it's cool either way. Maybe you guys can tell me if you think a better CT agent exists for this. And then over on the T side, I've gone for Little Kev because I just wanted it clean. I didn't want any sleeves, but I wanted someone that actually looks cool in game when you look at him, and I think Little Kev looks like a right fucking boss. Now, I gotta say, there's some very expensive fade skins because this Glock is the same price as the knife. It's $1,400 for the Glock fade. This does look very cool. If I'm honest, I would consider buying something like a Moonrise and just rocking with that if you want something cheaper. It will literally save you $1,400. The Jawbreaker, I think, is really good for this, for the USP pick, because we get yellow, we get blue, and we get sort of pink, which is almost everything that you're going to see. Like, it goes purple into the blue on these gloves. So overall, I think this is definitely a really good choice for the $9 mark. Also, all the prices from 14th of July. If you watch it in a month or two's time and the prices have changed, it is what it is. For the P2000, I just want the pure color pop. That's what I'm going to get with the Wicked Sick here. It is $4.50 for a P2000 for minimal wear. So if you don't use a P2000, just save the $4. I think the Deagle has a fairly obvious pick. It is going to be the Ocean Drive. It's going to be a minimal wear, which was about $35 at the time of planning this. Again, it gets a nice color mix of what we're after. It's got some orange, some purpley pink. So yeah, perfect for the gloves and the knife. And then AK-wise, I'm going to be going for a Neon Rider. Now, this one, I gotta say, the thumb of the glove doesn't pair as nicely as I wanted it to, because it's this bright purple skin, looks incredibly cool. I just thought it had to be the one that we go for this. One that I think does look absolutely perfect with it is going to be the Emperor NS Black Lotus. This is I say perfect, as close to perfect as you're going to get in CS. $13 for minimal wear, and this is just a sweet-ass combo. Now, I am going to suggest some skins in Factory New, like the Dragon King. Now, this one is a 0.59 float, so 0.6 basically. So you can go lower float to make it look even better, but this is a sick M4, and as I keep saying, every time I mention this, I'm looking forward to the Shanghai Major, Year of the Dragon. Can we get some Dragon-themed stickers, some Dragon-themed items for the Major, you know? And then another big spender that I'm not necessarily 100% sold on myself is going to be the Upfade. It's $950 for Factory New. I think the disappointment for this now in like modern day Counter-Strike is the fact that only the base skin has design. The fact that the scope and the magazine has nothing is a bit of a shame to me, especially when it's nearly $1,000 for this. this is the one thing I would say. If you're looking at how this loadout is going and you're like, damn, this is getting expensive. If you replace the Glock 18 fade with a Moonrise, and you replace this alt fade with, I don't know, a Sun and Leo, for example, you're going to save yourself, if I do the quick math real quick, you're basically going to save yourself about $2,500. So, it cuts it down drastically. One of my favorites in the goo is going to make an appearance here just because, you know, we need Valve to give us more MP9 options that really work for both purple and blue that don't break the bank. The Mach 10 fade is much more reasonable though. You can get this in factory new for about $30. So this is definitely, as I say, much more reasonable in the price range of what I'd be wanting to spend for this loadout. Over in the P250, I'm going to pick up a Vino Primo. Now, it's not exactly a perfect color pairing, but I think it's definitely the best option we have with the P250s. If you wanted to be even darker, you can go Battle Scarred, but I thought Minimal Wear this time was actually probably the best pick. Then on the Tech 9 side of things, I'm going to go for a Decimator. I'm going for it on Field Tested though, which is just under the $10 mark. Shame how expensive this is for a Tech 9 skin, but again, I think it's going to be the right option here. Over in the Famous side of things, it's going to be a Rapid Eye Movement, $2.20. Now, I got to say, the rest of these skins are all fairly reasonably priced. You'll see that as we tear through them here. I decided to go for a Chromatic Aberration over on the Gale. This one, again, is trying to pair into that pink element off the fade. Now, obviously, you don't necessarily see it on this part of the glove. So if you wanted to be really strict when you're going for weapon skins, you'd want to pair stuff that looks like this orange, or that orangey gold, or the purpley blue off the gloves. But the top of the gloves obviously have that color, and so do the knife. So I'm kind of counting that towards the weapon skin colors. And then kind of cheap and cheerful, we're going to go for a hybrid for just under $1 in Minimal Wear from the new Kilowatt collection. The Jewel Berettas, we get some of my favorite. It's going to be the Flora Carnivora in Minimal Wear. Well under $1 for these, so you know, it's just such a nice, easy budget pickup and fills the spot in the loadout quite well. And then I've showcased this skin so much in the last 3 weeks. It's going to be the Aloha 7-cent Minimal Wear. I know I've showcased this in the past, like over the last year, but definitely in recent time, it's picked up in how much we're showing it. Unfortunately for the AUG, you do end up spending a little bit more than that. It's going to be under $8, just under $8 for a factory new Death by Puppy. I've gone for factory new because you can see there where the wear, we've got to love English, right? Where the wear is on the front of it, and if you get Minimal Wear, it just gets scuffed even more. Now, when it comes to the XM, a lot of people may have been expecting me to go for something like an XOXO with a blue and pink pattern, or max pink pattern, something like that. I'm actually going to go with the Entombed, and my reason for this was when I checked it in another map, I actually kind of liked how the color near the back of the Entombed almost matched like what you see on the gloves, and it's also then just something a little bit different. Plus the accent color on the left hand matches, or not matches, but pairs close enough to the secondary color of the skin. So for like $3 Minimal Wear, I thought this was a bit different. You don't see it that much. And then another fade that's actually somewhat reasonable price. It's going to be the MP7. This is $5.50 for factory new. We've given away a couple of these in the past. I do really like this skin. And then the final item I'm going to have in this fade loadout is going to be a Turbo Peak, which is just under that $7 mark in Minimal Wear. I think, again, color-wise, this ticks a lot of the boxes for us, which is really nice. Now, the big number that you've all been waiting for, how much is this loadout? It is $4,990.43. Obviously, basically 5k. We'll call it 5k. That's a lot of money to spend. But I want to run through my other ideas for you. Now, the AWP, I already think I'm correct in this. I would personally pick up a Sun and Leo rather than a Fade AWP if I was building this loadout. Obviously, I wanted to go for the best possible, and a lot of people would want the Fade in there. And then for the pistol, I would consider going for the Glock Moonrise. Not perfect, but when you compare the difference of 50 cents to $1,400, I think it holds up pretty well. So if you decide to go for these two changes that I've suggested, it drops it down from like 5k to maybe like 26 to 2700, which is such a big saving. Keep in mind the combo's 2400 of that, so you could definitely go down to field test it. You can go for a different knife with a fade, stuff like that to get it down. But I'm going to end it there, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think about the Seeds map as well. I haven't used it because I did think it looked a bit grimy. The lighting wasn't maybe perfect, but the update that it's had, I assume it had an update because I did a download, it's not actually too bad. So let me know about that. And then just a big thank you to the YouTube members that continue to support the channel. It is greatly appreciated. If you're not aware, being a YouTube member is the best way to directly support me and the content we're making. And you can find out more about that by hitting that join button below the video. It should be beside the subscribe button. Lots more content coming, guys. I'm going to leave it here. Stop waffling. We'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.